My new nails. I did these myself, and it's kind of ugly, so let's ignore them. Hi guys, I'm back. I finally decided that it's time for me to make videos that I wanted to make months ago. So this is the continuation of my last week of school video, and if you want to know why my video is titled quote unquote study leave, then go back and watch it. Or you can just continue watching. You don't really need context. This study leave has been the absolute blast, and I'm just gonna share what I did. Right after school, on the 18th of May, I don't know why I still remember that date, ran out of school, and me and Hoikyu, one of my close friends, we immediately went to get food. Oh my god, we got high tea, and I haven't had high tea in like years. This was the first time of me getting high tea in such a long time, and it was delicious. It was at Camellia at K11 Musea, and oh my god, the one thing I remember was the potato balls. They were scrumptious, delicious, absolutely yummy. And I remember both of us were like, can we order more of that? But I don't think it even was on the menu, so we couldn't order more of that. But yes, that was absolutely banging. We just kept talking like how surreal it is for us to not be in the school environment for 1.5 months until graduation day, which is insane. It was like, wow, no school, no exams, no nothing. What a blessing of a study leave, which was weird because I did not leave the house to eat outside food for such a long time because I decided trapping myself at home and studying was the best way forward for my exams. And at night, we went to the cheesecake factory where we didn't get any cheesecake. The food was really yummy. I still remember my pasta, and I ordered the nachos, and oh, was a public holiday, and wow, I had a rest and had a lovely time with my parents. Me and my dad decided to finish off the game Link's Awakening, and as a Zelda fan, I still have iffy thoughts about the game. Sorry. I don't know, it's just not my favorite game. I'm happy I finished it. Honestly, I don't know, I just didn't love it as much as others did, so personal opinion, sorry. Ugh. Oh my god, what a day. I went to get a blood test. I was terrified because I never had a blood test before. I was trying to forget this day was gonna come, and I did not want a blood test. For health reasons, I had to get the blood test. I obviously didn't want to, but I had to. The doctor like pulled out the needle, and I was just like, do not put that near me. She put it in like my right arm here, and it actually was fine. It didn't hurt as much as I thought it was gonna be. So, whatever. Afterwards, to celebrate, because I needed a motivation or I would not be able to do that blood test, we went to Haidi Lao, one of the best hot pot franchises in Hong Kong, and it was delicious. We were placed in a seat where they had all sorts of like happy birthday banners, and I was like, I'm just gonna pretend it's my birthday. So I told my dad, just say it's my birthday, and then they came along with all the birthday cheers, which was kind of funny, and the part that I anticipated for, which was the gifts. But they gave like such bad presents. Literally all I wanted was like those corn puff snacks that they gave, but they gave me like a back massager, like it was a stick thing, and it was weird, but then whatever. Free stuff, always good. This was such an eventful day. I've done so much stuff. First thing in the morning, I woke up absolutely dying inside because guess what? I was getting my second dose of COVID shot. I got the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, and imagine how I was feeling in the morning if I was terrified of the blood test 2 days ago. So I did my first shot, so I kind of knew like what was going on because I'm assuming it's the same thing. But everyone said the second shot was worse. So my experience for my first shot, which was 3 weeks prior to that, was absolutely terrible. I could not believe that it hurt so much. I didn't expect it to hurt that much because I was just like, okay, Jasmine, it's a needle. You're gonna have to get it because vaccinations are important. No, it hurt so bad. Like, I don't know, I think the nurse like put it in the wrong place the first time because ow, my arm was like in banging pain after that. So, you know, I was thinking second shot's gonna be worse, and I'm like, how do I cope with this pain? Yeah, it didn't hurt at all. Surprise. Then I had to head all the way to Admiralty to meet up with my friend that I was working on the yearbook with. We had to like travel on the light green line of the MTR, which I've never been to except to go to Ocean Park. So like that was like a sketchy new area I was just like kind of feeling unsafe about. We were just walking trying to find the building of the yearbook factory, which was helping us produce the books. I forgot to mention, but the yearbook is basically a book which contains all of the memories of the class of 2021, and it is a group work made by me and a couple of other people. And what's in the book is just whatever we decide that's valuable to the year group to look back in the future. We were heading to the factory, and it was literally such a sketchy place. We had to walk 15 minutes in the sun, and I was dying because I hate the sun. The place was so sketchy to the point where we just couldn't find it, and we had to call up the boss of the printing company like, hey, I'm sorry, we can't find the entrance. We went to the factory, then I realized that I did the yearbook wrong. Because apparently there's something called page bleeding. I'm like not an expert in this. I'm like a complete newbie when it comes to making books. I was about to have the biggest breakdown because I really didn't know what to do at that point. But I told the printing company on the spot, I was like, I'm so sorry for being so inexperienced. Give me one day and I'll fix it. And yeah, I was like the only person doing the entire book fixing process. So I was really stressed. So that was the day. Oh, the day after my COVID shot was this day. Depressing. I woke up with a fever. The feeling of a fever is so uncomfortable. I was just like, ew. But instead of resting, I told the printing company I was gonna finish the final edit of the new yearbook. I did it by like 11:58, and that was all I did that day. Skipped a day because I was just playing video games with my dad. Nothing special to share this day. So me and my friend Angel, we went to take our passport photos, and like it's this store called Photo Bee, and they're like a Korean styled, I don't even know if they're Korean based. Their passport photos basically allow you to Photoshop them a little bit, but even after Photoshopping, I still look bad. And then we went to get gubni chicken, which was delicious because it's like baked chicken, it's not fried, it's like a bit healthier, I guess. And it's this UFO thing where there's cheese in the middle and you like wrap the chicken in cheese. Oh, delicious. And then afterwards, we went to Mom's Not Home, which is a really fun LGBTQ friendly cafe, and they have the most delicious cakes. Super yummy. The environment is immaculate. It's super vibes. And then I was bored, so I was like, Angel, let's go around Hong Kong. So we traveled from Yau Ma Tei all the way to Chun Wan West and did some shopping because I really like shopping there. All my clothes brands that I like are all located there. And then at night, we went to Kwai Fong and got dinner at Yu Fu Fu Cafe. And it was yummy. It was carbonara, my favorite pasta. What an eventful day. Surprise, I went back to school. It hasn't even been a week, and I went back to school. I miss school, okay? Okay, I didn't miss school, but I missed the school environment. And I went back because I am very loyal to my chamber choir, and I just really wanted to go back for singing. I missed singing. It was only this week where they returned full school resumption again. It meant that choir was back because when I was still in school, there was just no choir because it was only half days of school. So we had to leave at 2:30 and not have lunch because you're not allowed to have lunch in school. So it means that all the lunch activities like choir just got cancelled. Even though I went back to school, I didn't really do anything. I just kind of pretended I was a year 12 because we have the same uniform and nobody really cared that I was there. After school, I got to take the bus and be with my bus besties again. They don't miss me for sure because I only saw them a week before that. I was renewing my Canadian passport, so I had to go to the Canadian embassy And when you go in there, they like confiscate your phone and they like lock it up. So I was bored to death. But apparently my passport had problems because my application form, they said my picture was dirty or something. So they made me go back again. What a day. This day was just a great day. You know why? I did my hair. I went in with my typical brown hair that I just got used to over time. They dyed my hair. I did not expect them to dye this. I just told them to dye my hair. I didn't know they were gonna dye my 2 front strands. I was really not used to it. But they're cute, I guess. But like now they've grown out, they're kind of not cute anymore. So, I am done. Thoughts and feelings, my dudes. Oh my god, it's actually really pretty. And then at night, I met up with Angel, and we decided to go to LKF for the LKF experience, and we just went to a bar and got a couple drinks, just cause we haven't done that in the past. I went to Disneyland! I went to Disney with my free period besties where we just spent our free periods at school together. I was just on my way to Tingyi, so like really close to the Disneyland station, and I realized 2 of them were just gonna be late. One didn't wake up on time. The other one was late on the bus. So me and Angel, who were early, we were just like, you know what? Let's just meet up at Tingyi and get a Starbucks. So we grabbed a Starbucks and sat there for an hour, and I realized that they weren't gonna be an hour late. We collectively agreed to meet at Sunny Bay Station and went to Disneyland. Disneyland was so fun because the day before we were all saying, oh my god, it's gonna have the biggest rain ever. Literally all of the observatories, weather forecasts, all predicted it was gonna rain heavily. But guess what? It didn't rain. What a blessing. Went to Disneyland, had a blast of a time. We 100%ed everything, like the rides at least, not the shows. And then guess what? At 8 p.m. when I got home, it started pouring. It made Disneyland such a fun place because all the lines were so short because obviously everyone was expecting that it was gonna rain. But it didn't! I'm right when I leave Disney, it's bloody raining. I love it. I love it. This was a Friday, and I went back to school. Not because of choir this time, but this time was because one of my teachers that taught me this academic year was leaving, and this was her last day of school. Me and Angel went to school, said goodbye to her, and gave her her leaving present. Well, so that was that. Leaving passes. Oh, wrong way. But yeah, that's it. To stand here, I don't want mosquitoes.
Okay, the temperature is very cool today. For your information.
It is good because it just rained.
Yeah.
So
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.
guess what? Met up with Angel again. We went to get froyo, which is the best highlight of my day. And then I went to my friend's house party. We just played a couple mobile games and like ate dinner together. And yeah, I just kind of left home early because I had to go to school the next day. I went back to school again, went to choir, the normal. And that day I had my first rehearsal for the school song that I was performing because I wrote a school song for my school. Because every single year they write a school song and I decided to write one. And then I went back home, and then we had a group call reunion with my old housemates from prep school. So it's like my house when I was in year 6 to 8. What houses are basically, if you imagine what Harry Potter is. We just had a little reunion because a lot of people left my school for a long period of time, and we decided that we need to meet again, even if it's on Zoom. And we played a lot of video games, especially Jackbox games, and it was just fun. This was the day that was like great and then also like gave me nerves. Okay, so like what happened this day was that me and my girl gang, Salties, a group that was formed in year 9 from a chemistry lab where we made salt, and we won because we were the fastest to make salt. Ever since, we stuck together. We took some sticker photos in the Japanese styled photo booths, and then we went to a cafe because I requested that specifically because I needed to Zoom my biology teacher. We were getting our grades back for the exams we did after Easter and before we left for study leave. I was like panicking inside the whole entire day. But yeah, I did okay. Me and my friend Haley, we planned to go to Disneyland Hotel this time to have the Disneyland afternoon high tea set. In the morning, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna eat anything and just eat and splurge on the high tea set. But no, the BTS McDonald's set just came along recently and I was just like, I need to try it. So I ordered it. And Disneyland Hotel, yeah, the food was underwhelming. I didn't like love the food. I was like, okay. I don't know, there was a lot of food I didn't like. Took a lot of pictures because that's what I do. Me and Angel stumbling across Times Square and we found an arcade, and I went to explore and I realized they had a Beat Saber, something I've been dying to play with because I don't have a VR and I don't know where to play in Hong Kong. And I was like, wow, I was obsessed. I played the song Violetta by Ice One, I think that's how they call it. I don't know, I'm not the biggest K-pop fan, please don't come at me. This day, I went back to the arcade. But before I went back to the arcade, because I was obsessed with Beat Saber, I went to get my prom dress. It finally got tailored, so I finally got to try it on. And oh my god, it was stunning. I couldn't believe that I could pull it off because me and my body insecurities could never pull up a dress that's pink, glittery, transparent. But guess what? I bought it anyway because I was like, you know what? I'm not buying another black dress again. And then I got to eat this yummy apple crumble with vanilla ice cream. Oh, it was delicious. It was warm, yummy. I have no other word to say. It was just great. I met up with my friend Jolie and we didn't really do much except eat fried chicken. I never had fried chicken before, I don't think. We went to take some photos in like the Snapio booth and it was really cute. This day, public holiday Dragon Boat Festival, I decided to reunite with my bus gang, my bus besties, bus bays, for baking sesh. Our creations turned out great. I made little moose cows. Oh, they were yummy and cute. Jace made a cheesecake that looked perfect and it looked really yummy. And it was Gloria's first time baking, which was really funny, but she made really cute boba pastries that turned out really good. We also ended up getting these gemstone bracelets that were super cute. I went back to school for choir, obviously, and my rehearsals. And then at night, for final time, we decided to meet up with the Keith House gang and play more Jackbox games because we couldn't finish off that time. And yeah, what a great day. This day I was with the Salties again making pottery. Okay, it's not really pottery though. It was like this plate thingy. We had to make a clay plate and like a little animal thing. We were deciding on what animals to do. So it's just like, oh, I don't know what to do, guys. Little help here. We talked about jewel pet, something I used to be addicted to, absolutely love. I ended up making a jewel pet Safi plate. So cute. I had a lot of help with that person who ran the workshop because I was just bad. Hashtag art dropout. Literally, I was with 2 A-level art students and an art dropout that dropped out 4 months after doing year 12 art. And then we went to eat Venchi. First time I had Venchi, fell in love. The hazelnut chocolate combo with the raspberry sorbet. Oh, to die for. I got Venchi again. That was literally it because I was obsessed. You know, for me to get over my obsession, I have to at least do it once more. And that's it. Went back to school again. Literally nobody goes back to school except me. So I went back to school because the yearbooks finally delivered to my school. I was so excited. I needed to see a fresh copy just to see my proud babies. And I also had to pass on something to the head of sixth form, so I went back to school for a brief 30 minutes. A couple hours later, I raced to Causeway Bay and met up with my free P buddies again. And that day, instead of going to Disneyland, we decided to go to an escape room. We have amazing combination. We have someone doing history, someone doing social sciences, someone doing natural sciences, and me in chemistry. So we have a mix of humanities and sciences, big brain energy. We are gonna power through it. We actually passed. And then we went to Elephant Grounds, which is one of my favorite restaurants in Hong Kong. And I got the acai yogurt bowl for the first time. Oh, it was yummy. And then afterwards, we went back to the arcade. This time we actually played the coin games. So we could get a lot of tickets, a lot of points. We got to redeem a lot of stuff. And that was basically the end of my study leave. Eventful, right? This is just part 1 of this series of study leave. There's gonna be a part 2 real soon. I'm gonna try to edit that as quickly as possible. So if you like this video, stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. I just hit my microphone. And I'll see you guys soon.